Hello everybody, welcome back, and I am the Chornik, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna review Pokemon XYZ episode number 42 and number 43. Now, this was the 1 hour special that was aired today, and doggone it, guys, this ending, this finale to the Team Flare arc, it was just beautiful. I love how it was handled. I love how the overall picture of the Team Flare arc, these 5 episodes that were airing, how well they looked and how well they were done. Like, dang, like, the gym leader showing up at the very end of this kind of really sealed the deal. Having all, like, the main characters from out the entire series just come in at the end and save the day and help Ash out. And it was honestly beautifully done. With all the emotional times that we had between Bonnie and Zygarde, we had Clement and Clembot, and Clement just looking like a beast with his Luxray and Chespin and going in with his Bunnelby and taking back his gym. Dude, honestly, it looked beautiful. This entire arc just looked beautiful. Now, going into the arc, the whole vibe of, Ash losing, I mean, that really choked, us going into this arc. And we were going to be so hyped going into it. But initially, we weren't as hyped based upon the fact that Ash lost the league, and we were going into this arc feeling salty and mad, and we might have not, looked at it as hype as we could have been. But honestly, if we were going into this arc, say with Ash winning, this would have just been as good, because overall, this 5-episode arc was just a 10 out of 10, solid, perfect. They did absolutely everything that I would, I'm satisfied with it. Now, exactly what I wanted in every single instance, but I'm satisfied with a 10 out of 10 in the stance that the animation was done just beautifully. Like, the moments between every single character, the period of time that was displayed with every single character, dude, like, it was honestly well done. And although everyone's gonna still be salty about Ash losing the league, I think this arc was primarily there for trying to get people to forget about that. Hey, we still have great episodes to come, right? And everything beforehand, with the Ash losing the league, like, let's try to forget about that. It's not like anything in this arc was redeeming Ash losing, but it was, like, there to be like, hey, we still have an epic show to put on, like, we still have more to give you, even though Ash's ultimate goal stopped, we still have this to go on. And so, overall, guys, post in the comment section below what you think about overall this Team Flare arc was to you. Now, we're going to go into depth with both episode 42 and 43 next. But overall, what do you guys think about this so far? Like, what are your predictions for the rest of the XY series? We only have like 5 episodes left. So, it's getting close, guys. We're almost over. And they did a really good job with the Team Flare arc. Excellent ending. But now they have to actually have an ending for the entire series to wrap it up after this arc. So, the final big boss is dead, right? Alright, so now let's go back into the episodes. Now, to start off with, Ash and Alon defeat Lysandre on top of Lumiose Tower. And it looks like Lysandre is about to, commit suicide, and he, like, jumps off. And Greninja was about to try to save him by lashing out his tongue, but it was too short, I guess. And Lysandre fell to his apparent death, right? Anyway, later on, Ash and Alon meet up with Clement when they see that, Clement's, like, kneeling beside Clembot, and he's just bawling out tears. And so they have a little moment of talking to each other, and Clement just gets up and, he shakes off his tears, and they get going, right? They get going to stop whatever the Megalith is that's happening over in the Lysandre labs. And that's where we see Team Rocket, honestly, looking awesome, defeating the admins of Team Flare. And James uses the freaking rocket launcher net and, like, captures the admins. It was a good little Team Rocket moment there. I mean, they didn't really need to put much with Team Rocket, but I'm glad they did. It helps with that 10 out of 10 ranking, right? So after that, we see, Syncamore and Manon and Serena and Steven, they're all going to stop this Megalith, right? But unfortunately, it explodes and it sucks Chespin, Manon's Chespin, into itself. And basically what it looks like is Chespin is like the core source of this Megalith. So the whole journey throughout the episode 42 was to stop the Megalith and to rescue Chespin, right? Which at the end of the episode, they were met by all the gym leaders, and Ash and Serena and Alon and, you know, pretty much everybody, except for the gym leaders. Gym leaders haven't come yet, but, you know, the champions went in, including Synchromore with his Mega Garchomp, went in to just stop this Megalith, and they were doing okay, but they kept getting stopped by it. You know, it wasn't enough. And then finally, at the end of the episode, we see the gym leaders come out of nowhere and just unleash this gigantic attack to free all of the main people, the main characters, Pokemon, including, you know, Ash and Alon and Steven and all the ones who are currently fighting. So Serena and Manon have a couple different moments of just kind of be sitting there and kind of like awe-inspiring Ash and Alon throughout this entire ending of Team Flare. So they didn't really do too much, except for maybe Braixen, who I guess didn't really do much. I mean, she doesn't really need to be there. I guess they just wanted Serena to have a little bit more shine. But anywho, what was really cool was the final one, which was episode 43, when all the gym leaders like worked with Ash like one by one to knock out the roots that were coming out to attack Ash and Alon, and the gym leaders were like defending them and blocking them for Ash and Alon as they were getting closer to the Megalith. And that was honestly beautiful. That was honestly so cool. Like, they had a moment with every single gym leader defending Ash as he's making his way to the top of the Megalith. And so we see each one, and then we see Viola, and I can't believe his name passes my head all of a sudden, but the second gym leader, Rock Gym Leader, they have like a little shipping moment going on when Viola's falling off the Megalith, and he goes and catches her, and then they start like holding each other, and so it's kind of cute. But shipping confirmed. The gym leader shipping, I guess you could say. But anywho, but that was pretty cool, and then we see all the gym leaders do it. We see Malva and Steven Stone get blocked out by or Synchromore getting blocked out by the roots eventually, and then eventually we see Diantha and Steven Stone working together to face off the rest of the attacks from the Megalith, which was really cool to see, and they were like back to back against each other and ready to fight on this Megalith. It was honestly pretty cool to see those two champions working together to conquer the day against those roots, as Ash and Alon eventually wind themselves into the Megalith itself. And what was really interesting about this is that Ash wasn't really the savior of Kalos. He wasn't the key to saving it. He was more of the key to unlocking Alon's potential, because Alon technically saved it. Like, Alon went in and rescued Chespin and made the entire Megalith like immobile for a while Ash was like defending him against all the shards that were appearing out of nowhere, right? So Ash took in charge of his Charizard and the Greninja and Pikachu in order to help Alon go and rescue Chespin, and Alon just kind of like came out with his true potential and reached out to grab Chespin, which is the Pokemon he was trying to save, and Manon, the person he's trying to protect and all that. And he's just using all that emotion, and he ends up getting Manon and stopping the Megalith, right? Grabs Chespin, not Manon. Manon's not attacked by it. Grabs Chespin and it saves the day, technically, for now. But then once they get out of the Megalith, they all kind of regroup, and they think, you know, the day has been done, they won, but nope, not yet. Lysandre comes out of nowheres, and attacks, and, like, unleashes the Megalith again. Like, the Megalith just stands up and starts, like, moving again. And so this time, they aren't able to stop the Megalith with their Pokemon this time, because now, I guess, Lysandre's there. So apparently, the Zygardes have to fuse together. We get the 100% form, and it's honestly really cool how they like fuse together, and then all of a sudden you can see the gigantic Zygarde form. And then Bonnie, it's really cool that Bonnie like commanded it too. That was honestly so awesome. And at the end, when this Zygarde was just 100% form, was just too OP for this Megalith. I thought the battle was really short. Like, all that happened is he like pretty much dove into the Megalith like twice and made it explode, like went right through it and just like obliterated it, and Lysandre ended up dying. Lysandre fell into it and the entire thing just like exploded, like imploded on itself. So that was darn on awesome, but Lysandre died. It was all dark, all serious, and then but Bonnie like initiated the final blow, telling Zygarde to use that move, and he made this Z across the Megalith, and that was honestly so epic and awesome. And just like seeing Bonnie do it, and then later on, after the entire thing was over, you know, after Zygarde technically was the one that finished it off after Alon, then we see Bonnie and Puni-chan have this departing moment, which was really, really sad with this motion music. And Bonnie and Clement are huge. Like, they're the real MVPs of this Team Flare arc, doggone it. Like, we're going into it thinking Ash was going to be, but no, it's Clement and Bonnie. They deserve their own series, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Puni-chan, like, leaves and lit with the other Zygarde core. And it's kind of sad. And Bonnie just kind of cries but accepts it, and they kind of move on. That's kind of the end of the episode. Everyone just kind of congratulates each other. Karina and Ash talk about the Ash Greninja, so does Olympia. She comes up and asks him about it. But overall, this was a solid Dangan series, and please post in the comment section below what you think about it. It was an excellent ending to an amazing Team Flare arc. Yes, the vibe was killed going into it, but nonetheless, this was a really good arc. And so, but not next week. We actually have to wait like 3 weeks for this next episode. But the next episode looks really, really laid back, episode 44. Serena has a little moment where she looks like she's gonna have to decide what she's gonna do with her life, you know, if she's gonna go with Ash or if she's gonna stay here. That's what it kind of looks like from the screen. We also see Clement fixing up Clembot and taking on that little boy that was revealed in the preview as well. He had a Cubone, and kind of Clembot was just kind of fighting him. They were kind of having a moment with Clembot there. So it kind of looks like a laid-back episode. But thanks, guys, for watching this series. Thanks for watching XYZ. Thanks for watching me. I really, really appreciate it. It's been one heck of a journey. Thanks for this community. I love you all. I can't wait to see you in the next episode. Peace out!